I feel like the first few like weeks or months, I would go to sleep with my wig on, just so they think it's weave. Because imagine
you want to build up that deception.
Exactly. Imagine having to take your wig off though, and there's like cornrows.
But would you some village girl cornrows? It's like
what?
Hey guys, so in this video I'm joined by my best friend Michelle, and we are going to be talking just about anything and everything. We're going to have a pillow talk and we're going to try and cover a few topics. So I've got like one topic in mind, but we're going to see like where it leads us. So
and she hasn't told me about this question,
I haven't, this is, I'm just going to spring it up on her.
So I can plead the fifth if I don't want to answer
Exactly. It. So I'm going to just set the scene for you, but I don't really have a scene. It's just like, I wanted to talk about what are your opinions on, like, you know, when people, they, like, lately, so I changed my hairstyle, right, and like I've been getting the craziest compliments, like this hairstyle is one of the most complimented hairstyles I've ever had. But the thing is, sometimes I don't know how to take compliments when we all know that this isn't all my hair. So it's like wigs and weaves, when you get like extra complimented on them over your own hair, how does that make you like feel?
Oh, this is a really good question, because like, I would show my picture. Maybe I should show it. Let me show it.
By the way, we've got like DIY lighting with the iPhone, so just mind that.
Like a couple months ago, I had this hairstyle. I had that hairstyle. I don't know if you guys can see it. Can they see it? No? Do I have to focus? Yeah. Right. And I got like literally so many compliments. And then normally with me, like it takes me like 2 or 3 weeks to have a hairstyle before I take it off. But with this one, I literally felt like if I take this hair off, I'm gonna go back to being plain Jane.
Yeah.
I was like, people are not gonna notice me anymore. And then I had to, this is really bad, but I had to go to work that day when I took my hair out. I took my hair out, my extensions. I relaxed my hair. I put my hair up in a bun because my hair had grown. And then I was like, I don't want to go to college tomorrow. I don't want people to see me with my hair like this. Because if they see my hair like this, they're going to compare to what my hair looked like 2 days ago. So then that day I did not go to college because I wasn't comfortable with my own hair, whereas before I'd used to wear my hair out, but ever since I got so many compliments, I was like, people are going to compare now because they've seen what my hair could look like potentially. And now they're like, oh no,
and I feel like this is where like our hair insecurities come from, or where we just feel like we have a bad hair, so called, because it's like you get used to this, seeing the types of hair that people do like, so then you just assume that the hair that you have, like your natural,
people are not gonna like it.
Yeah, because I have it's kind of halfway straight, halfway afro. It used to be a bit more afro until I relaxed it a little bit. So then I'm just like, oh, how are people gonna react? Like now I don't know what hairstyle I'm gonna have next. Because I don't know, like it can't get any better than this.
Exactly, like this is my better. So what do you expect me to do after this?
And also, do you, even if like your hair is obviously not yours, do you feel comfortable letting people know that? Because I had this woman when I was like handing in an assignment, and basically she told me like, oh wow, your hair is so nice, like how do you maintain it like that, like
and you're like, do I lie?
I had to, like, because she said she has a mixed race daughter, so she was white, so I'm assuming her husband or partner was black, and she said she had a mixed race daughter, and then the mixed race daughter struggled to keep her hair like basically as curly as this hair is. So she was like, oh, so how do you keep it like that, like I really want to know. And at that point I kind of felt really awkward because I didn't know whether to say like,
it's not
my own hair, or you know, or to just kind of live in the light. But I don't want to do that. But do you feel like you're secure enough to let people know?
It depends who it is, because there's so many people at college that have said, oh, your hair is really nice, or they're like, oh, you've dyed your hair, or oh, you've permed your hair, and sometimes I just go with it, and I'm like, yeah, I have, but then sometimes I feel like, let me just let these people know, so that tomorrow when my hair's not looking like this, they kind of know that it's not my hair.
Yeah. What do you prefer? Like,
I definitely prefer wearing extensions.
I think
like I prefer my own hair.
But what are your reasons? Is it because it looks nice, or it's just easier to do?
No, it's easier, and it makes my hair grow more, because I feel like my hair is it's at an awkward stage right now. Like, it's long, but because I cut it short, it's just
the lengths aren't good enough to work.
And there's only one style I can do, which is to put it up or like comb it back, and I don't like that. I like change. So
yeah, like I have this, because some of my friends, they were like, oh, Tracy, I heard that's not your real hair, like, but then, where was I going with this? But then I don't also want them to think like I don't have hair. It's not that I don't have hair, it's just that...
Do you ever feel though, like, when you do take your extensions out, you want to show people your real hair,
I do.
So like, they know that you have hair.
Yes, all the time.
Like, last week when I took my extensions out, I had to put my hair up, and I left my fringe because my hair is long. And I was like, people need to see that I have hair.
You've got length. It's just that it's just easier to keep it hidden.
It's not that we don't like our own natural hair.
Definitely.
It's just easier to maintain, and it's protective, I guess, protective hairstyles.
And also, like, so for me, I also wear wigs. And do you think you're comfortable if you did wear wigs? Because she wears weaves most of the time. So do you think you'd be comfortable to... At what point do you get comfortable enough with somebody to, like, just whip it out?
I was like, because I'm kind of like in the process of making wigs right now. I was like, if I had to go, say, meet a boy, or if something ever happened in the future and I was with my partner, I feel like the first few like weeks or months, I would go to sleep with my wig on, just so they think it's weave. Because imagine
you want to build up that deception.
Exactly. Imagine having to take your wig off though, and there's like cornrows.
But would you some village girl cornrows? Like
what?
No, but would you rather? It's that thing though. Would you rather that they know from the start, or
they don't need to know though?
So one day you're just gonna shock them out of nowhere, because
no, it's never gonna happen like that.
Most, especially I'd say black men or boys or whatever. Fair enough. Most of them know that black girls' hair isn't real. But let's say like other races. So for example, the person who was like, "Whoa, Tracy, that's not your hair." She was Pakistani, and like she didn't know. And then there was also another white friend, and she didn't know, but the black boys did. So it's like, does it also depend on like whether it's a black person you're with?
I feel like I'd be more comfortable if it was a white person to just take my wig off.
Okay.
Because it's kind of like they can expect anything from black women. Whereas if it's a black boy, they'd be like, what?
They'd be like, it's imposter.
I feel like they'd be like, But see, this is what I don't get, because guys they're hypocrites. Because they say, oh, all you girls who wear wigs and weaves and makeup. But when you're wearing a snapback and your head is shaped nice, and then as soon as you take your hat off, it's like, look, you've got a bald patch. How do you think we feel? It's the same thing.
It's true. But you know what? I commend guys, because it's like, you guys don't have anything to disguise yourself under. At least like...
That's trims though.
True, trims can transform,
beards.
Transformation trims.
Trims can, if you've got a dead trim, you're gonna be looking like some next African fresh king.
Some fresh off the boat.
Exactly. We come on boats now.
That's what they say, like fresh off the boat. Like I don't even know. I just made that up. But which leads on to the next thing. I guess we could talk about.
Tracy, this lighting is all on you.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
Well, angle it then.
No, like
switch it over, flip it.
Oh, you smart. Have you been seeing DJ Khaled's Snapchats though?
Oh yeah, I have.
Oh my.
Let's talk about DJ Khaled, seeing as we've been like seeing his snaps. I just want to know briefly, like, do you think this guy is genuine, or is he...
I feel like he knows that his voice or the way he talks about certain things makes people, like, keeps people entertained.
I think so as
Yeah.
well. Like, he knows he's being silly.
Because
so
it's like, they don't want you to eat. But I promise you, the key to success is eating.
Eat it. The key to success, Dove soap. Have you got it on my Snapchat?
Yeah.
Oh, I haven't, but my friend...
Water your plants.
Yeah.
When you water your plants, you take care of your plants, I promise you, that's the key to success.
One of my friends sent me this thing where it was like, the boy took the hinges off the door. And when he took the hinges off the door, that is when he was successful. And I'm like, this guy, where's he going? Like,
Yeah.
at some point,
But
he just kind of get lost.
he always elaborates when
Really?
he uses metaphors.
Does he?
Yeah. Like, there was this one where he was in a lift, and then he pressed the up, like, button. He was like, they don't want to see you go up. Because when you go up, they want you to be down. But you gotta stay up. I promise.
DJ Khaled, you did it again. You did it again.
Let's talk expectations versus standards.
Oh.
Because there's a difference.
You think so?
Between going into a relationship and having expectations and then having standards.
Okay.
I feel the difference is expectations. These are things that do not necessarily have to be done. So, for example, you can be like, oh, I expect him to buy me roses 24 hours a day, or like I expect him to take me to eat 3 times a week. Like, that doesn't need to be done for somebody to show you that they love you, because they can do that and still like go and do higgy haga. And then there's standards where you're like, this man has to treat me this way. I will not let you disrespect me. I will not let you raise your voice at me. Those are standards.
Okay.
That is reasonable. That is like it's expected.
Like, you can't compromise.
Exactly.
On standards.
So
but you
I
can
think
compromise.
also on expectations.
So
you can lower your expectations, but you can't lower your standards.
So which ones do you think damage relationships more?
Expectations.
Which is really interesting.
Expectations lead to disappointment.
So why not standards? Why can't I be disappointed?
Because standards, standards equal my worth.
Okay.
So if I find myself compromising my standards, it just shows that I don't believe in my worth.
That's very true.
Whereas with expectations, I can be like, oh, I'm being a drama queen. Okay, let me lower these expectations. They're almost very similar, but they're different.
No, they definitely are different.
Yeah.
So, like, are standards bare minimum, or are they just...
Standards should just be standards, full stop. I'm not going to tell you, don't raise your voice at me when you're talking, and then you're going to ask me, oh, but what if I'm angry? No. If you're angry, you can go and sit in that room till you calm down. And then come and talk to me.
The things that just make your heart melt are
like
expectations.
the things that how can I
stereotypical of a relationship, but not necessarily always true.
The things that you think are good for your soul.
I get what you
mean.
And
the things that are actually good for your soul.
Yeah, that's a good one.
So what are your like expectations or standards?
This is a really big one, because I feel like I'm exposing myself out there.
To the world.
If I just I'll tell you like the basic ones.
Yeah.
Standard is like, I just need you to make me laugh. Like, that's a standard, like.
I feel like that's an expectation.
Is it?
Yeah. You can't expect everyone to be comedy.
So, but what if
I could deal with somebody that's not as funny as me, because I can be the funny one.
You can do it for both of us.
Like, I'm funny enough for the both of us. You know what I mean? like that's an expectation.
I feel like you need to top my funniness, because I thrive on like things that make my day are people that make me laugh all the time. Like, they're what cheer me up. So like, if there is no laughter in our relationship,
but that can't be a standard, because that's a luxury.
True.
To have somebody that's funny,
that's
funny.
A luxury. You think so?
Yeah.
There's enough funny people. To be fair though, my laughter standards are really like low. Like, I laugh at most things, so.
Like, you'll be like, ah!
Exactly. Like, oh my gosh, you're a comedian. But okay, expectation. I expect you to to have ambition.
No, that should be a standard. That can be a standard. You have to be ambitious.
So our because to me, I interpret expectations as like it's a given. Like I expect you to be a certain.
So let's do standard. Let's do expectations as I want you to be. So something you want.
Oh, you would
but
like.
You don't need. And then let's do standard. It's something you need. So I need you. To be ambitious, because if I'm with somebody, I want to learn from them. I want us to help each other grow, whether it's physically, mentally, emotionally, financially. We have to help I can't be dating a rock. You're not the rock.
Exactly, that's true.
Like that's a standard for me. You have to be ambitious.
Nice.
Even if you don't have like a good job or what, but you in your mind you need to know what your goal is. That's for me personally.
Okay. So for me, I said this to somebody, and I think I mentioned it to you when we were talking about it. Was like honesty. That's a standard to me.
Yeah.
And I don't mean honesty as in like, oh, if you did something with somebody, please tell me. I mean honesty as in like, Tracy, I don't like what you're doing.
Just the simple.
Like just
simple things.
Yeah, just be like, Tracy, if there's something that I did and you didn't like it, I'd rather you be honest with me.
Like, Tracy,
tell me.
I didn't like it when you did that. It hurt
rather than you're sitting there
to let
sulky.
It fester.
Yeah, exactly.
I will leave you to sulk. I'm not gonna chase after you.
Because I'm all about like improving myself.
Exactly.
And like
learning.
It's like positive criticism.
Yeah.
But I think it's best when it comes from somebody who knows you really well. So like obviously if we're in a relationship, I would hope that you'd know me well, so you'd be able to say like, I didn't like what you did.
What you're saying though, this just reminded me of a video that I watched. There's this YouTuber called Earl Blackman.
Oh yeah, I love
Earl. He said something about you can be honest. But there has to be love behind your honesty.
Yes.
Like the method of which you deliver the honesty, there has to be love behind it. Because I feel like sometimes people can be honest in like a malicious way to try and hurt your feelings. And then if your feelings are hurt, they'll be like, well, you asked me to be honest.
It even like it even says that in the Bible, like when you're criticizing, well, not criticizing because it doesn't say like that, but when you're like trying to help somebody, you do it with love as opposed to like trying to hurt their feelings. And definitely there has to be like
I feel like people confuse the two, because sometimes people they don't think about what they say, and then after you say, oh, you really hurt my feelings, they'll be like, well, you asked me to be honest with you, so that's what I was just doing you a favor. Okay then.
And then I guess for an expectation, I would expect no, because then I'm thinking
Buy
like
me a rose, call me from work, open the door for me, why would it hurt? Show me you love me by the look in your eyes. These are the little things I need the most in my life.
Expectation, I would expect you to like bruh, help out, you know, like I don't like to clean. I'm not a cleaner, like it doesn't come natural to me. So if you could just, you know, wash a few dishes, do a bit of hoovering,
I think
like,
that's
you know,
expectation.
Should
that be an expectation or a standard?
I feel like that should be an expectation, because I feel like if we live in the same house, we're both making mess. It's not just me.
So that should be a standard then.
Not
it should
necessarily,
be standard
because
procedure.
No, because traditional people believe like the woman, which that's what I'm saying. I'm not.
Are we living with the ancestors in our house? No.
I can learn to be traditional, but I don't want to have to be.
But you have to learn.
It doesn't come.
Too.
Yeah, exactly. It doesn't come natural to me, so I don't want to have to learn.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's like I wouldn't mind.
I wouldn't mind.
I don't
help out.
mind.
If you want to help out.
Yeah. So, what about you?
Oh, I definitely don't have expectations. I've learned not to have expectations.
Oh.
Because every time I have an expectation, I get disappointed. And people say to me, oh, how can you not have an expectation? But trust me, I've learned not to have expectations when I go into a relationship. I've got standards. Don't lie to me.
Yeah, don't compromise your standards. Never.
Don't disrespect me. Don't embarrass me.
And I feel like that standards are a given with anybody, not just in relationships.
And I'll do the same for you. I won't lie.
Yeah.
I won't disrespect you. I won't embarrass you.
It's a level of standards comes with like a level of respect. And like if you lower your standards for somebody, it's like you're allowing them to disrespect you.
Exactly. People will only treat you the way you treat yourself, or the way you see yourself, or the way you allow them to treat you. So the way you allow people to treat you is a reflection of how you value yourself. Remember that, kids?
Oh, okay.
That's a really good thinking.
What do you mean?
What were you saying?
What do you mean that's a really good thinking?
What were you saying, okay, too? I think that's the sounds, they help you think.
Oh, okay, right. I was watching The Reel today, and we were also talking about this with like a couple of other friends just this evening, but like you kind of
the open relationship thing?
Caught it. So basically, for those of you who don't know, open relationship, like I feel like I'm too young to be talking about this, but I still feel like I would know myself.
19.
No, I still feel like I would know myself enough to know the type of person that I am and the type of feelings that I'm into. But basically on The Reel, the husbands of the presenters were there, and one of the questions was, would you be comfortable, first of all, with your let's do this, with your spouse or other half having female friends, or vice versa, having male friends if you are female, and having female friends if you are male. Would you be comfortable with that? Like,
if the friend was there before me, then yes. If the friend is trying to come in when we've been in a relationship, no, I'm his friend. You can stay away.
Yes.
But then I also feel like if we're in a relationship, that friend needs to know to step back. Because I'm not your best friend. I'm not your soulmate. I'm not your mother. I'm not your sister. Okay?
Yeah, that's what one of the people said. They were like, well, I'm your best friend, so what else do you need? I think it was Tamar. She was like, I'm your best friend. Well, who else?
Exactly.
Who else do you need in this world?
Just reminded me. For those of you, you should listen to On Topic. On Topic is a really good radio show.
I haven't caught it for a while though. But
I hadn't, because I've been working, but I caught it like the last 5 minutes literally yesterday. And they said something about, it was about expensive gifts, or what was the word they used? Inappropriate gifts. So if you were dating a guy, would you allow him to receive Balenciagas from his female friend? Bearing in mind they're really expensive. And then the other question was, if you were a guy, would you allow your girl to receive Christian Louboutins, or whatever you call them, from their male friend? And then I did a tweet saying, if you expect me to return those lubes when God said, claim your blessings, you're crazy.
You got me twisted.
You got me messed up.
I feel like if the person is rich
and they want to splash out,
if they're just that kind of person, like they're kind and they've got the money.
With their money?
Yeah. If you're that generous friend, like I feel like if I had the money, I would definitely spend it on my friends and family. But if it's somebody who like was grinding all year for you for those heels, then I'd be a bit like or for those Balenciagas.
I thought it was slightly tricky though.
Really?
Because I feel like when your friend, if my friend, because I have a lot of male friends, and as soon as they get into a relationship, I step back. So I don't think I'd find myself, even if I felt really generous or had won the lottery, I don't think I'd find myself buying them Balenciagas or a car. There's just things you don't do. But standard procedure.
But don't you feel the moment you start feeling like it gives off
it's
a
not
certain
even feeling,
vibe.
but you should. These are the kind of things I would allow, not even allow. I would give the girlfriend the chance to do.
Okay.
So if he wants Balenciagas, let the girlfriend buy him Balenciagas. You know.
If he asks for it, first of all, did they even ask for it?
No.
So these people are just being generous just to be generous. Like, what's that all about? Like,
I don't
it's
trust people
specifying.
buying expensive gifts like that and not wanting anything in return.
That's true. Motives out here.
Mm-hmm.
I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Comment down below if you have like any opinions on the topics that we have discussed, and suggest anything else that you would like us to discuss, and when we get the opportunity to, we would like to.
If you agree or disagree, comment still. Would like to know what you guys think, because you know
it's important to get opinions. It's nice to have other views. Are you gonna like, I don't have Twitter, but did you want to shout out your Twitter?
You can follow me on Twitter I'll put the name on there, at Nella28, which is NWELLA28. Or you can follow my Instagram, which is at MIICHXLL.
And you can follow me on Instagram only at Tracy_Mumbi. TRACY_MUMBI. With that being said, thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you in our next video. Bye. 2015 has been like a really eventful and successful year overall for me. I think I've achieved a lot in terms of like education. I've